Welcome, everybody. This is the Life Enthusiast Online Radio and TV Network. I'm Scott Patton, your co-host. We're so happy to have you along on this journey with us. We're here restoring vitality to you and to the planet. Last time we recorded, we had Elijah Free from
Earth Friend Herbs
joining us, and we talked about a whole bunch of interesting tinctures. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the other ones that we didn't have time to talk about last time. So, Martin, which one are we going to talk about first?
Well, okay. Elijah, I would like to talk about the Allergy-Ease. Could we tell our friends and clients what it can do and how does it do it?
You bet. It's actually a remarkably simple formula. If you look at it, it only has 2 herbs in it. People will look and go, well, what's the difference between this and, say, a single herb? Well, the main ingredient in there is nettles. Quite a few years ago, I had very bad allergies when I was younger, and I had created a pretty complex formula for that. It had a lot of herbs. It was difficult to make, and I have to tell you how terrible it actually tasted. It was not a good one. So I had tried just nettles, and I actually bought it at a store and it didn't work. And I thought, well, this is odd. I tried another brand and it didn't work, and a third brand and it didn't work. Now, there's so much historical information on this, so I studied the chemistry of nettles, and what I found out was that nettles was not being extracted correctly. We developed an extraction method for this, and it just took off. We used to actually just sell it as a single herb. We added some Rhodiola to it, which is a wonderful adaptogen, and as a result, it kind of like supercharged it. Now, very interestingly, what this product does is it does not work symptomatically. It does not cause an allaying of the symptomology, but rather the actual chemical structure of nettles combined with that small amount of rhodiola, when properly extracted. I'll take a side point here to say it takes over 3 weeks to do an extraction of this to get this to work on it. We make it on off-season and stockpile a bit for that so we don't run out. But it actually neutralizes the acid toxins in the body that makes one susceptible to the allergens. So if I can stick my nose in a rose, and Martin can stick his nose in a rose, and Scott can stick his nose in a rose, and we go, wow, this smells great, we don't start coughing and hacking or getting teary eyes or sneezing or anything, then pretty much most people should be able to also. But the core reason for the majority of allergies in the body that cause an allergenic response is actually acid toxins. So this neutralizes it right in the system so that one can go out and smell the rose again and really enjoy it. It also will work nicely to a pretty good degree for cat and dog dander, things like that. However, if you don't brush and comb your cat and your house is all dusty, you know, and you're eating a super heavily acidified diet, of course the product will not work as well. So cooperating with these products or with any product is really, really important. Martin's got a big smile over there, I can see on that one. But our cooperating with how we ourselves can create or renew or rejuvenate, you know, or just rebuild or heal or neutralize the acid toxins in our system enables us then to kind of bring the product up to another level with that. So I always encourage people that if it's really bad allergy season, and I'm here in California, you better believe we got some pretty bad allergy seasons here. I used to take this, and after a while I never needed to take it anymore. But it's a very fast worker. This one has special instructions. We usually encourage people, if you're going to buy it, please buy at least 2 bottles of it. Love it when you buy our herbs, but there's a reason. The first bottle you want to saturate the body with, especially if you've got those really, really, really bad allergies. That means take a half to a full eyedropper every 2 to 3 hours, followed by a nice big glass of water. Once you get through the first bottle, a lot of the neutralization has been accomplished very successfully. Then you can drop to a half an eyedropper 3 times a day. So anyhow, we are excited about this product, and funny enough, you go, it's only got 2 herbs. How can it be difficult? It's actually the manufacturing method. I have a number of people in the clinic that go, what, you're giving me this, and hey, you know, I've got these bad allergies, it's mostly nettles. What happens? I took this company or this company, And that, it didn't work. Why should yours work? It's the manufacturing method for it. It's a very difficult method. Actually, it's just difficult to extract those alkaloids, the active ingredients, out of that particular herb, Nettles. But we want to make sure that works really well, so we go the full length on that one. Cool
Elijah,
product.
I have a question because my sister has really bad allergies, and she gets them. Well, she lives in Victoria, Vancouver Island, so she gets them March, April, May-ish. And I didn't realize, and I was just visiting her a couple months ago, and she was just complaining about these allergies, and I had never heard of it before from her. So if you know that every May certain things pollinate, and that makes you very allergic, you're snuffy, and all that rest of that sort of stuff, should you take it before? Like, I'm assuming that we kind of know when these things happen, if they've been happening for years and years and years. So do we take it a little bit before, or we just wait and say, oh, now I'm all stuffed up, my eyes are itchy, I should take it now? Is there anything about taking it before or after or ongoing that we should know about?
Well, in my humble opinion, prophylactic defense is a very wise thing to do. If you know it's going to be a bad allergy season, you know, it's been really hot, it's been kind of dry, like we've had here in California, the allergies just kind of blossom, bad pun, with that. Didn't really mean to do that one. So it's a great idea. A lot of years people will buy a few bottles of those, keep them around, and if they're, you know, a few days early, it doesn't really matter on that. But the thing is, then they're ready for that, and people just basically don't have as many problems if they have problems at all. Again, following a good diet, drinking a lot of water, and getting off of acidic things, especially like coffee, sugars, things like that, heavy foods, you know, just to clear the body a bit, can really make all the difference in the world for a nice, comfortable, wonderful springtime that we can all smell the roses and have a great time.
So are you saying that a double espresso latte is probably should be off the menu when it's allergy season?
Well, you know, maybe just get yourself going really well, and then maybe less or more. You know, it really depends on each person on it. That's why, like I said, some people can put their nose in the rose, and some people can't. You know, every person's metabolism, how their body works on a cellular level, it's a little bit different with that. So it's hard to do it's hard to have a hard, fast rule, okay, in terms of allergies, because people react all kinds of different ways, depending upon the season, what they've eaten. If they're under a lot of stress, that acidifies their body more. If they're, you know, certain things are happening, you know, to them, that can acidify if they've been traveling, and again, how bad the allergy season is going to be itself. So there's a lot of variables and that kind of thing. What we tried to do with this was to make something that standardly worked by not trying to neutralize, you could say, the effect or the symptomology of that, you know, or just kind of make you numb out to it or act as an antihistamine, but rather go to the root cause, which creates the susceptibility within the system, which are the acid toxins.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Elijah. It's
welcome.
Great. Thanks for explaining it so well.